Hello, everyone. This is Steve from True Market Finance. Sorry that haven't been getting on here really recently, but I want to go over a quick little video for you guys. Before we get into that, I want to show you a couple of Bitcoin's been doing awesome lately. So I want to show you Lend. It's a great company that apparently we can't do that. But it's a great company that you can borrow against your Bitcoin um, with collateral. Um, so that's a good thing. But yet you don't spend your Bitcoin. So you just use it as a collateral, which is a great concept. The other thing is the other one is Coin Miles. It's another company that your everyday purchases you can get gift cards. I do this a lot when I go grocery shopping. I'll pull up a gift card when I got my cart full of groceries. In Canada, we have Shakepay, so it's a Visa card. And then I get 1% in sats back for there. And then you get a certain percentage of sats back on coin miles for buying the gift card that I use to buy my groceries with. So, your everyday purchases, it's a beautiful thing. Um, so those are a couple things. I'll put that in the notes so you guys can sign up for that if you desire. Um, and then you can start earn sats so that this kind of concept, when I was talking all the time back here of I love this going flat like this because I just kept building and building and building and building and building, 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 building. And I kept preaching this constantly with you guys about building just every day, or every week on your paycheck, take, 50 or 100, whatever you can afford to, start putting in a wall. Then when it starts doing this, we start taking off. So if you can keep doing, if you're doing every week or whatever, add sats in. But if you want to, and you're going to put larger amounts, a lot of times you can wait. This is the 18 day moving average that I follow here. So you'll see every once in a while when it gets too far away from it, it'll start pulling itself back to that 18. Here it came back, touched, and then ran along for a bit, and then took again. So that's why I'm predicting is going to happen here, and we're watching it with a little doji because I like the Haganachi candlesticks for that reason. It's starting to work its way in here around 18-day moving average. And so I'm guessing it may ride along here for a little bit again, and then I'm expecting another pop. So in that process, you're buying your groceries, so you're using CoinMile for, getting groceries and building sats there, and plus I'm adding into it along the way with other money that I have. It's just, whatever I can do to keep building up those sats. And so, I look at it as if you haven't got to one Bitcoin yet, work that way. Once you have one coin, then you have one of those coins of the million that are produced, and they're not producing anymore. So that's going crazy. Gonna go too well. The other thing I'm looking at, guys, is somebody asked me a question the other day when I was talking to him about the Bitcoin situation, and before it started dropping off. I guess I can pop back over here to the weekly. Um, Before it started dumping off here, it was about 60,000 up here in coin. Um, so I'm kind of predicting uh, we're going to get back to that point. Now from there, sky's the limit. But I'm thinking we're going to at least get ourselves back to that point. And then that gives it enough time to for things like their ETF and things like that to start um, building back into our uh, like BlackRock and stuff like that start building in that platform, and they're talking about likely getting this ETF going next year, the first of next year, which we're only weeks away from next year. And then so as this is coming back up, I'm thinking we're going to get either at the 60,000 or to the six, but by the time that happens. So I'm thinking when that happens, then that will open up, which will get a whole lot more hedge funds and stuff back, like with all this, corporate money, um, will then dive in here more, which will make our Bitcoin just take off, which could take it up to, I believe, this next year up to 100,000. And if you, like I preach all the time, are buying in here, don't think this is too late, because 60,000 is way up here, guys. It's way up here. So it's a long way yet to go. So you're going to still do really well. And plus, um, as you can see, this is a non-belief, but most times you're going to have, we're going to go up and down like this all the time. That's the way the market works. So you can do what I was showing here earlier, put in your sats, and then keep that big chunk here for any time these guys pull back to like the 18, and then you start, see, it's all little dojis along here. Then we got a good candlestick right there that had no wick in the bottom. And then you buy in a whole lot more there, wait for it to go back up, and then do like it's doing here. I'm doing my little sats off coin mile and different things. And then I'm going to put a bunch more here once this finishes bottoming out here and takes off. And then we will do lots of other things. So lately, guys, I've been doing the same thing. Recently, I bought into Cat, um, and these guys have been doing with the weekly. So I'll do the daily to chart or to buy into. When we get the ADX, goes above green, goes above the red. Um, that's normally where I'll try to grab it. So I'll just wait it out, guys. Just keep building up your stock market account until you get that spot. So then what I'll do here is I'll look for the weekly. See, Cat's got a good way going. Plus, it's got a dividend here. And where we're really close here is why I kind of bought into that. The other day I bought into as well Boeing, because I've seen the airlines going. Plus, we only have two companies out there that build planes, so it's a pretty good bet. Plus, they're probably going to bring back in the dividend here soon too again. So that's going to be a good thing as well. And again, Boeing jumped over here on the ADX, and we got into here. When it came across here, and we're above the 18-day moving average, and it's just taken off since then. We just broke through this resistance on top of that, so I think it's going to do really well for the next little while. Something else I was telling you guys, I was showing you earlier, is what I did in my TradingView account, which is super handy. Um, I have all these guys that I don't trade any of these. I kind of just look at it. I don't believe in these crap coins at all, because they have CEOs, they have companies, and the government, corrupt as they are, can come into them any single day and take your dollars, as well as these guys are corrupt as hell. So when they make lots of money on their coin, they can just take your coin and walk away with it. So I do not trade, I said, Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has no CEO, no company, no corporation, no nothing that the government can chase after to shut it down or make them do what they want to do. They've been trying, BlackRock and so on and so on, been trying to change the code and everything, and they would have to change every node in the in the world to make that happen, and that is never going to happen ever. We're ahead of the game. These guys are worried as hell, and that's why there's putting out a lot of noise. But anyway, I'll go back to my conversation here. What I was doing is I created a index or a watch list with here it is, indexes. So then I can pop up here on the weekly, and let's make this so it's right. And then I can go through here and go through every one of these until you find one like this, where you're above 8-day, you're above the ADX is the green. We're sitting on a little resistance area, so I probably wouldn't wait. I would wait for that to break out of this resistance before I got into that one. But just kind of you go along here and try to find a sector that looks great. Now I like this because it's a more conservative way of trading kind of thing. Because I'll trade in the weeklies a lot. So let's see, we got XLF is above. If we wanted to then do that, then what I did was I created these other watch lists down here. I guess 10 million watch lists, guys. So if we wanted to go into the financials, I could go here, XLF, and this has every single one of if it's in that index, every one of the stocks. And then I started doing the same thing because I'm going to long time trade this stuff, and I'll just try and go through and find the chart. That looks like we're working on, and I'm not seeing anything here so far. This one could work. We're above the 50-day moving average. I would like to see probably this 50 go above the 200-day, but you could do a little bit of trading in here for a little bit. So then I would go back to the daily and then see where this guy goes every single time. This is showing the other thing too. We're above the ADX is above the black line there. Here, we've got a green. We're above the 18, which is above the 50. And then it took off here. So see where it got ahead of above this 18-day moving average, and it draws it back to this line all the time. So you wait for it to come. You get a candlestick because it's Hagenetchi again. Came back here and then took off again. So if you missed this beginning, you just wait for it to pull back to the 18, then you can get yourself into the next leg higher or whatever. And then I just go watch it on the weekly. So as long as this doesn't change, I'll just hold this thing till it changes direction. So then what I'm doing all the time, guys, is we can go in here and go the futures. I got a bunch of lines on these ones. I haven't actually cleaned this up for a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. But I got the NASDAQ and all kinds of different things. But another one I'm looking at here is this got here. I want to get not American Tower. That's not what I want. Broadband. I want to get into the broadband too. They're looking really great. I think it's got a long ways to go with this new ADI and stuff. Stuff that's going on. So I think it's going to really do well. I'm going to take us back here to Bitcoin again just to finish up stuff while it's on my screen. Bitcoin always this. I don't know why I like keeping the chart on daily all the time in here. That's what I usually do. Let's close out this. So then, what I'll constantly do with that, because everything moves in sectors all the time, and every so often those sectors will come out of um, being a dominant sector. So that's why I like doing that. Find the sector, then find the stock inside the sector. You could just buy the index if you really want to be super conservative. That's completely fine too. Um, you can do a little bit better when you're picking actual stocks inside that. And if you have a small account, it'd probably be better just to buy the sector at the time. And just wait as they change. It always keeps your portfolio diversified. So then, as we get different sectors fade off and the new ones come in, then you're always in that. Um, you're always in that transition all the time, back and forth. So I just wanted to fill up with that, guys, on this video, and I pray that, or don't pray, I guess I do pray too for you guys. But I also look at, keep building sats, Bitcoin, you'll never go wrong. And then just take a look at those sectors. Build up. I think I went into. I'm trying to think of the name of the company in here. I think. No. I like stock charts a lot too, for a charting system as well. I'll try to figure out, but you can just Google it too. What stocks are in that sector, and then you just do the same thing I did. Create those watch lists. They're super handy. Takes like 2 seconds to just bounce down through those stocks, and in the end, hey, oh, you make your portfolio keep growing. If you guys are in Canada, a good way of doing that is having a TFSA account, which is you can trade stocks and everything inside that account, and it's tax free. Um, I'm trying to help you guys in the U.S. a little bit more, trying to figure out those little things you can do to help build those things. But yeah, it's we're doing well. I think it's going to do well right here at the end of the year, guys. The stocks and Bitcoin itself as well. So I hope you guys had have a great day, and that this will help you move you forward. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Share these videos. This will also be on our uh, podcast, which you can get in Spotify and everything else. So then you can watch and listen to them that way as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great Christmas. If I'm not talking to you then, I should have another video before then. But if not, have a great Christmas and happy trading. And save those sats, guys. Build them up. Just keep save. Because this 40,000 coin and that $2 freaking sat that you got off of CoinMile from buying your groceries that you're buying anyway, and when it gets $1,000,000, that's gonna be a lot of money for groceries that you just made. So think of it that way, you know. Anyway, have a great day, guys, and we will talk to you later.